Good morning, not good evening, because it is in fact Saturday morning. There's the judge. We're usually on a Friday night, but I was not here. Let's leave it at that. Judge, how are you, mate?
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, mate. Nice on the back of a good winner yesterday. Nice to see Tom Cat. What a lovely ride he gave that yesterday. Brilliant round of jumping for a novice.
Yeah, Chris Gordon does it again, the master trainer. Yeah, and well, HFC Club, I do tell people there's an email, yourself included, to check your email box every day. HUFFLEPUFF, your HFC Club business, 14 to 1 into 8 to 1, does the business at Wolverhampton after a tricky Cheltenham for me. Can't just talk about the good bits. So 14 to 1 winner to end the night. We woke up smiling. Yeah, we woke up smiling. And if you are an HFC club, I'm going to give you a Cheltenham double dipper for free in my HFC. So look out for that this morning. But Judge, we're not going to Cheltenham. We're going to Lingfield, where two horses have just come out. You said to me you think there might have been a ground change there.
That's right, yeah.
It's an all-weather joke, people. We're here all week. Now, very interesting. It is the 235. 9 runners, but is it 9 runners? Is it 7 runners now? Oh no, nine. Sorry, it's 9 are in. Ignore me, I'll go away soon. Now, fascinating race this. It is a listed race, the Golden Rose Bet UK. It's an all-weather championships fast track qualifier. Now that means if you win, or is it if you're second as well, you get in the final?
You know, I don't actually know, I'm ashamed to say, but I know I always think they say it's winning you're in, don't they? But,
yeah, winning you're in, yeah. But I do think maybe the second horse as well, because the all-weather final is going to be a 100 grand race. So everything will be trying today, not to say that they wouldn't be normally, of course. Everybody will want to win this and book their place in the final. So we've got 9 runners. It's a listed race. It's a very, very, some old favourites here. Your favourite horses, Jolly, Summergand.
Yes.
Then we got the mighty Judicial, who seems to have been around as long as we have, Judge. You've got Easy at 5 to 1. There's Harry's Bar, 11 to 2. And Exalted Angel, 8 to 1. Now, I'll start off with you, Judge. I've got to come to you about this. It's your favourite horse, mate, Summergand. What do you think? Surely you're not going against him, Judge.
Oh, hey, with a twisted arm and everything has a price match, you know. I'm very much price sensitive. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm sure that's what happened in the first place, was it? You didn't fall over, honest.
Listen, Judge, you need to talk. Yeah.
I forgot I was in court, wasn't I? Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Summergand, what a lovely horse. But I always think, really, his best form is in big fields, coming off a strong pace.
Exactly.
And you're asking to take 5 to 2, 9 to 4 in a. This is very unusual for a sprint as well. There's no front runners at all. There's no pace whatsoever.
This is going to be messy.
All of them are hold-up horses. So, I mean, honestly, wouldn't put anybody off anything in this race. I mean, it'd be one of them ones you'd like to bet him running after a couple of furlongs when you know where you are. But obviously, for the purpose of this video, we've got to make sure we find the winner beforehand. So my only thought was actually I would like to take Summergand on, and you know how I feel about the horse. I just think he's the wrong price in the wrong kind of race. So I'm taking him on. I kind of, speaking about the old judge and all that, I quite like Judicial here because this seems to be always his early season aim. He's running this race 3 times. He's won it. He's came 5th in it when he was unlucky and missed the break, and also come 2nd in the race. So I thought he was an excellent each-way price before they put out the other horse I wanted to take on. That's pulled out the Logo Hunt, so I didn't fancy that at all, which obviously that's now not running, so I'm not saying a lot, but I still think definitely. I still think Judicial round 5 to 1, if you can back that each way, I think it'd be thereabouts, mate. So he's my selection, but very tentatively. Judicial.
Yeah. I mean, Summergand's usual race on turf, the horses blasting off.
Yeah.
This is just a world away from it. You're right. I think this is going to be quite an ugly race. You're right. There's very little pace in this, and it's going to be a carve up from the 2 furlong pole.
Yeah. Who gets to run in the home straight?
Yeah. Lingfield can be like that. So that was my starting point with this race, that I expect a mess. Now something's got to come out of that mess and win. I did think Mum's Tipple was a big price.
So did I. Yeah.
Double figures. However, the horse has had a long career and has yet to win on the sand.
Yeah. and a
No,
wide
sorry,
draw.
has never won at Lingfield. Sorry,
That's it.
Yes, it has got an all-weather win, but not one here. And I found that a little bit of a negative. But one horse that has won here and over this distance that I thought was very interesting today, and this is a horse with a kick finish, and that's number 1, Exalted Angel. I also like the fact he's drawn in 4. Last time out, forget this 17 and 19 line through that. That he wouldn't have liked that at York. I'm surprised they ran him. But that flopped last time. And again, Summergan's normal races on the turf, lickety split, attacking them. You know, this is so different. That race at York has no bearing on this at all for Exalted Angel, so don't worry about that. This is the sort of race he will like. He'll get a good pitch in 4. If he gets a clear run, I think he will be one of the horses that's finishing fast, Judge. I think some of these will not be suited by the fact there's no pace. I think he will be, and I'm sure Clifford Lee will be told by Berkey to make sure that he's only like no more than 1 or 2 lengths off the lead and try and, you know what, because they will quicken at the 2 pull. There'll be a lot of horses pulling and things like that in this. It will be messy. And I just think for a 2, what is going to turn into a 2 furlong dash, he has that toe at the end of races. I think it's a big price at 8 to 1. Now, I will say this is a race with the potential for, when you're watching it, going, oh my God, I've got nowhere to go. It is, isn't it? Because when they're all boxed together at Lingfield, you are going to need a bit of luck. But I would rather play at 8 to 1 that I'm on the horse that's going to get a break and get a bit of run than I would start having 5 to 2 and 9 to 4 shots. So, when you think it's a messy race, be careful about backing short prices. Now, if Exalted Angel, if Clifford Lee doesn't get a run, then fair enough. However, if he does, he has the running style to mow these down late on. So I think 8 to 1 is a very, very fair price. So it isn't a race to go heavy in, is it? Because
definitely not. No, definitely not. I will say back to Exalted Angel. It's also finished just behind Summergand here in this race, and it's also won at the course. He beat Summergand. So you are once again you're looking at horses that. I mean, if this was like you just said, a six furlong handicap at York, you could knock half a dozen of them out straight away, couldn't you? It's just, you know, and form does uphold a lot more in them big races, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Well, what you have is, you've made a good point there, because what you have is you've got proof. That we've got proof that this type of situation he flourishes in. Because the race he won over course and distance was a slow time, messy race, and he slingshotted through at the end.
Yes. Like I say, it's a funny old race, and I definitely would be. I wouldn't like to say you can make a case for a couple of others. I thought Harry's Bar had a great chance comparison to Logo Hunter, but now that's come out. See, that's second favourite as well. So I just, you know, for me, you've got to take a plump somewhere. And Judicial was the closest I could find. I see where you're coming from, Exalted Angel. I thought if Mum's Tipple was ridden prominently from its bad draw, he would have a very fair chance as well, because he's drawn out wide. But when Frankie that won on him at Newmarket, he did make up the running in that spot.
The horse is a class act on its day.
You're
getting a few tipples watching Cheltenham, Judge?
Yeah, I was always trying to get an alcohol in there. But when it ran at York in a big handicap there, it was favourite to win. And when Summergan won it, he was favourite to win that race, and they were off levels. So he's a funny one, that. So, I mean, obviously, I was going there today. I'd probably go each way Judicial and have a very small win bet on Mum's Tipple. That's how I would play it.
So there you go, folks. Judicial for the Judge. How apt. And I'm going for that Exalted Angel. And let's hope I'm feeling exalted at about 2:37 this afternoon. Have a fantastic weekend. Judge, good luck today, mate, and well done yesterday.
Good luck with your dipper, mate.
Thank you. And remember that free dipper and HFC email, 14 to 1 winning yesterday and Cheltenham today. And I'll be back Sunday morning with a big Cheltenham bet on here. And it is one of the great Sunday races, isn't it? The old Cheltenham on a Sunday. Yeah,
great. The old Greatwood and that. Yeah, very, very well. Yeah, it's a very good card, actually. Well, I say very good card, but, you know, it's upbeat. That's the best race to have a bet in, put it that way.
Yeah. So enjoy today, folks. I'll see you in the morning. Good luck, Judge.
Cheers,
And
mate. All the best.
will the judge be judicial?
Be the first time for that.
Be lucky.
You say, well done.
Holden.